to my YouTube page, where I'll be providing you information for your personal finances and small businesses as well. So in my last video, I was sharing my top money management tips for 2021. In this video, I've decided to focus more on one of the points that I made, budgeting. Now, I know lots of people hear the word budgeting and aren't necessarily comfortable with it. Now, some people would like to give it a try, or some people are doing it, aren't necessarily doing it correctly. So I decided to share some key things to note about. First one is, budgeting isn't one size fits all. By that, I mean, we're all on different pages and at different stages in our lives. For example, some have a family, so they have additional responsibilities. They've got to look after the kids. Some people are young and free, don't have any commitments, and still live at home. Some are accelerating their savings for retirement because they would like to retire in a few years. So we're all on different pages and at different stages in our lives. Number two thing to note about budgeting is it helps you plan how you spend your money. You get to decide that. Number three tip to note is budgeting forces you to take a look at your money spending habits. The fourth thing is budgeting helps you identify areas where you need to make lifestyle changes. Now, to explain this a bit better, let me use the example of Sarah. She's a 30-year-old woman. She lives by herself. She was very fortunate. Her parents gifted her with a deposit to buy a property, so she was able to buy a property just over a year ago. Sarah's a project manager in London and she earns £60,000 a year. Now, that's not a bad salary to earn at all. The thing with Sarah is she's very free-spirited. She loves going out. She loves having a good time. I mean, she really loves having a good time. But for 2021, Sarah decided she would like to plan her money better. So here's my advice to Sarah. To get Sarah started, we decided to take a look at her current reality. So we decided to review her bank statements for the last 2 months. We realized Sarah loves shopping. Therefore, she's spending on average 20% of her income shopping every single month. Sarah has a very demanding job, coupled with an outgoing nature, so she tends to eat out a lot, which means she's spending on average 15% of her income on meals. Over the years, Sarah's spending habits means she's stacked up £4,500 on her credit cards. Unfortunately, her spending habits also means Sarah tends to run out of money before she gets around to giving to several charitable causes very dear to her heart. In a moment of honesty, Sarah told me that she had less than £200 in her savings, which she tends to dip into regularly towards the end of the month before the next payday. In order to manage money better, I made a few recommendations to Sarah. Number 1, ask yourself, what are your financial goals? The first of which is to pay off her debt. The second is to start saving more. In order to achieve her financial goals, Sarah has to make some lifestyle changes. With this in mind, this is a realistic budget we came up with for Sarah. So on average, Sarah earns £3,400 net salary a month. She wants to give because giving is very dear to her heart, so she's going to give £340 every month. We'll start off on saving £250 a month. Now, in this £250, we have other things wrapped up in there, such as building up her emergency funds, saving towards short-term projects and also long-term projects. Also, it's very important for Sarah to start paying off her credit card debt, and she's giving herself 18 months to do that. So we're going to start off by paying £250 every month. Sarah has a mortgage, so she's going to be paying £995 towards a month mortgage. Other household expenses will be about £500. This includes utilities, council tax, and food. So Sarah's going to cut out lots of the takeaway and also minimize eating out. Transportation will cost Sarah £450 a month. Sarah has a car, she got on finance, and she also pays insurance on it, and she has to travel into the city for work as well. So that all comes up to £450 a month. Other personal bills such as mobile phone, gym membership, it will come up to about £250 a month. Her disposable income is coming in at £300. That is a first for Sarah, trying to live on £300. And the last thing we decided to put in there is miscellaneous. I hope you found Sarah's example really helpful. The key thing to note is before you start budgeting, it's very important that you write down what your financial goals are, as that will guide your budget. Also, remember to write down what is important to you. That will guide your spending as well. If you like this video, remember to hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, like the video, and share it with your friends. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.